Hey everybody. Even though I've talked about how much I despise this world and this place, how evil it is, there are still certain places that bring me more comfort than others. I have a special place in the woods that I come to time throughout my life. I've came here when I first started waking up. I was still heavily programmed with certain things, but that was the beginning of my journey. And this place has always welcomed me. I do think nature is wrong. I think the biological system is wrong. I think eating life is wrong. But I don't think it's nature's fault. I don't think nature itself is evil. I feel like it is under the same curse as we are. It is enslaved, just like us. I can feel life in nature. I can feel its force, whether it be good or bad. Something is here. I don't blame an animal for eating an animal, even though to me it's evil. Just like I don't blame a human for eating an animal. We have to eat to survive. What I do see that is evil is the choice to do evil. The choice to bring harm and abuse to other living beings. We have no choice other than to consume, but we do have a choice in consuming one's spirit. Do you know what I mean? Since birth, we have been tormented and abused. Also, we have the programming, the mind viruses, the mind curses, the indoctrination. Whether you want to call it devils, demons, voice-to-skull technology, aliens messing with us, or even just hallucinations from bad circuitry in the brain, whatever it is, we are being bombarded by negative voices, hurtful things to keep us under the shoe of this realm. Whatever's here doesn't want us to grow, to break free, to leave old paradigms, to make connections, to grow in our hearts, not the organ inside of our body. I'm talking about the intangible essence that makes up who we truly are. Because you can lose a limb, it's no longer you. It'll rot and decompose, but you're still you, right? Some people even get heart transplants. As far as I know, they're still the same person. When you die and you rot in the ground, your body's gone. That heart is no longer here, but I would like to believe your true heart, which is who you truly are, is still alive, hopefully free of this place. What I'm trying to get at here is this place, I believe, is more intelligent than some people would like to believe. I believe one of the things that it works overtime to do is to darken one's heart, to darken one's essence, whether through traumatization, abuse, wrong information. It wants to feed your pride. It wants to feed your ego. It wants to feed your superiority complex so that you think that you're above other people. So that gives you a right to treat them like they're beneath you. And I feel like that is a symptom of a darkened heart. I don't think it just ends with declaring your sovereignty or saying, I'm done with this place or anything like that. I think, yes, that is an important step. But I think a lot of people misjudge the importance of having a pure heart, of having a heart full of compassion and empathy for the other captives, so to say. that are stuck here. It's just like any religion or political organization or cult or group of people or cliques. It's like the mean girl symptom of, this is my group, you're an outsider. So that means you're not one of us. We don't want you. We're allowed to say hurtful, mean things about you. We're allowed to degrade you. We're allowed to say that you're going to go to hell, or that you're going to be recycled, or that you're not worth any dignity or respect. Even if someone disagrees or has other opinions or theories, or is just trying to live their life because they have no time for these deep thoughts, because they've been so traumatized and indoctrinated that there's no way getting through to them. Regardless of that, those people still deserve empathy and compassion. They too are here against their will. They too have been abused and put through the ringer of this hell. I think that people get in these little groups and they get this mob-like mentality where anything goes, anything is acceptable. We can lie and make fun of and do smear campaigns and treat someone's own sovereignty to choose what they want to believe, even if it's wrong, even if it's totally a deception. We think that we, since they believe in a deception, that we get to abuse them, get to call them names. It's like fresh blood in a tank full of sharks. It's a feeding frenzy. And people just love drama. It's like a reality TV show in a way. And I think that the archons or the aliens or the devil or Satan or advanced beings, creators of this game, the cabal, whatever you want to call it, I think they love the fact that they have deceived people into thinking that having a dark heart is a form of enlightenment, when it's not at all. Animals have an excuse to be predators. Animals have an excuse to hunt prey. But what is an awakened searcher of truth? What's their excuse for being a predator to people for something as simple as having a difference of opinion? As an act of choice to spread malice and suffering. It's a choice to spread suffering by mocking and verbal abuse and belittlement and dehumanizing people by name. You know, like, you aren't just speaking generally. Some of these people are nothing more than gangstalkers, virtual gangstalkers. And it's really sad to think that they call themselves truth tellers, or that they're awakening and escaping the matrix, when all I see is people being used by this evil imagination to spread division and suffering through the truth community. It's like a divide and conquer tactic that the governments of this world use through politics. It's us versus them, right versus left. There's no difference in a super far-leaning leftist versus a radical Republican, where all they do is attack each other's character, attack each other's physical attributes, demean and degrade, dehumanize. Don't you see? It's just the work of the devil. It's the work of the demiurge. It's the work of the evil that runs this place. I'm not saying that I'm better than anyone. I've been susceptible to this too. I've done this. I've done this too. I've said things to people that I'm not proud of, but ever since I was young, I've never wanted to hurt anyone. I've never wanted to consciously spread abuse and suffering to other people. Even to the people who have severely abused me in my past since I've been a child. I don't wish hell upon them. I would be probably, if I wasn't healed, I might want to wish bad things upon them. But I can see that a lot of these people are so traumatized that they're just acting out the script that has been placed into their lives unknowingly. And I have compassion for them in a way that these sick bastards don't know what's happening to them. They're just spreading what they've learned. They're spreading their abuse that was put onto them. And it's just a vicious cycle. I think we're supposed to end the cycle of abuse. I think a big step in the awakening process is realizing the game that's being played on us. The game of problem, reaction, solution, you know. They create the problem, which is this hell realm. We have the reaction to it. We have the reaction to the suffering and abuse that's been put onto us. And then they whisper in our ear. They give us the solution. Spread evil. Darken your heart. I think inner healing is a huge step in the right direction. Without inner healing, you're just food for the mind viruses and the entities to take over your body so that they can keep people down. There's a lot of people who aren't far along as other people in certain realizations and truths about this world. But to see people trying to understand and trying to get it, and then a army of basically virtual gangstalkers is sent to destroy them, to keep them from certain truths. Whatever happened to helping your fellow man? Spiritual bypassing is rampant through all religions, and the soul trap community I see is just another religion. It has its dogmas, it has its priest. The true heart is not going to spiritual bypass. A person using spiritual concepts to avoid their real psychological issues is called spiritual bypassing. And I see this rampant online. I find that narcissists will often use their spirituality as a self-centered attempt to receive praise and to receive energy. The intention or desire to cause harm to others is a wrong intention. Desire to cause pain, injury, or distress to another as an attack is motivated by pure malice. I think love and compassion for others is a higher achievement spiritually than abusing and harassing others because of their thoughts or beliefs. I feel like a lot of people use information to get better at manipulating others. I'm just tired of this us versus them mentality. I feel spiritually attacked. Heavy today. Heavy. It wants to keep me in this low frequency. When you're in that low frequency, it's easy to react, and it's just when you're in this frequency, it's easy for your heart to be darkened more. Instead of that, I'm going to choose to purify mine through the fire. You see suffering and abuse everywhere. Why do you want to be the perpetrator of that? I think we need to look at ourselves and look in the mirror. No one's perfect. Everyone's done wrong. Everyone's done hurtful things. I don't want to continue to do that. I want to see people grow. I want to see people happy. I want to see people's empathy grow. We forget the important parts of what makes us us, what makes us different than this place. I think we forget the importance of the distinction between us and this realm. This realm is wrong. This realm is evil. It's inverted. Why do we want to act that way? Why do we want to copy what this realm is and perpetuate that onto others? It's hard here. It really is. I don't exactly know what's going on here. I try to entertain every theory and try to find truth in it. I just know this place is inverted and it wants to invert you. Maybe we all came in here as pure souls, and from the moment we were birthed into this place has been working to pervert you and invert you. And maybe that's what keeps us here. Maybe that's why they work overtime to darken your heart. I don't know. You can tell when someone is full of compassion and empathy. Even if that person is deluded, you can tell when people want the best for other people. And you can tell when people want the worst for other people. I don't know, these are just some thoughts and some ramblings that I've been thinking about and pondering. I just know this place wants to darken my heart. It wants to turn me into itself. It wants to copy paste itself into my being. And it's a fight to resist that. But I will never give up on that.